Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic, normal distribution. Friend, basically this topic is of statistics, and mainly this is a topic of statistics. However, today with respect to project management or PMI, we will see this topic as well. However, friend, let me tell you that mainly this is a topic of this is a topic of statistics. However, in the PMBOK or project management body of knowledge or PMP exam preparation of Rita Mukhai book, you will see this topic in this you will see this topic, normal distribution. So friend, first of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Normal distribution. Friend, just see these two terms, normal distribution. Distribution means here the distribution of data, how data is spreading in the graph, or how you are spreading the data. For example, if you have data of students who have applied for TOEFL exam or SAT exam, so you have data. So whenever you draw a graph, so you can see the how the data is spreading out, how the data is distributing. So friend, normal distribution means that data is distributed normally. Okay, not right now, not going into the detail, just try to understand the concept here. Normal distribution means that data is distributed equally or normally. Normal means that data is not on the left side, is not on the right side, is not on the upper side. It's normally distributed. Distributed means that from the mean side, from if we talk about at the mid of the data is equally distributed on the left side, on the right side as well. That means that which how many number of data is on the left side, the equally data is on the right side as well. So that is called as normal distribution. Friend, whenever we talk about normal distribution, you will definitely see this diagram, Bell diagram. Okay, this is called as Bell diagram. It is a very basic notation, very basic figure of normal distribution. Whenever we are talking about normal distribution, basically we are talking about this figure that is called as bell curve. Okay, normal distribution is bell curve. How it came to our mind that bell curve is the normal distribution? See friend, bell curve, if we talk about, here is the mean means the mid of the data. So if we see that how much data is on the right side and how much is the left side, it is equivalent. That is why it is the bell shape. If the data is left aligned, so it will not be a bell curve. If it is right aligned, it will not be a bell curve. It will always bell curve when the data is equally distributed on the right side or on the left side. It should be equally distributed from the mean. From the mean, the data is equally distributed from right or left. So that is why that is why it is called as a normal distribution, friend. Okay, see friend, here normal distribution means the bell shape data. Bell shape means data that is equally distributed from the right side and from the left side. It is called as bell curve. So friend, just remember one thing, that whenever we talk about the normal distribution, we are basically talking about bell curve, and bell curve means that the data is normally distributed. It is not right aligned, it is not left aligned, it is normally distributed from the mean. Like the data which is on the right side, the equivalent data is on the left side of the mean. If this is the mean, just see this, if this is the mean, so equal data is on the right side and equal data is on the left side. So that is why it's becoming as a bell curve. So that is called as bell curve. We can see few very basic examples of bell curve here. Let's suppose friend, few of your friends have applied for the SAT. For example, let's assume that 100 students have applied for SAT exam, any exam, you can GRE exam, SAT exam or PMP exam, any exam they have applied. Okay, the bulk of students will score the average C grade. Okay, average is the bulk, you can see mean. while a smaller number of students will score B and D, and even smaller percentage of students score F and A. This creates a distribution that resembles a bell. The bell curve is symmetrical. Half of the data will fall to the left side of the mean, half will fall to the right. What does that mean? Try to understand here. Let me explain it again to you. See, 100 students have applied for the exam. Okay. So out of the bulk of the students, most of the students, like average students, have gained the score or score of average C grade they gained. Okay. Then very few smaller number of students score B and D, and even smaller percentage of students score F and A. Are you getting my point? So that's why it will creates a bell shape, or on the right side or on the left side. Right means positive, left means negative. Are you getting my point? Like if we talk about mean is the C, average. Okay. So few students B and D, like B and D are very few. B is positive side and D is the negative side, and even more less, like F is the extreme side of negative and A is the extreme side of positive. Okay, so that's why when we draw a graph, it will be normally distributed. Are you getting my point? What I want to say, average value is C. Okay, and B and D, B is on the negative side on the left side, and D is the positive side on the right side. Similarly, this less numbers, very small numbers, and then F is on the left extreme side, very left extreme side, negative, and A is on the right side, very positive. So friend, the number of students are very much equivalent in terms of number who gain the F and who gain the A in number of students. Similarly, the number of students are similar who gain the score B and who gain the score D. So that is why when we draw a graph, it will become a bell shape and it becomes a normal distribution. Are you with me? So from average side, the right side and left side data are in number of students are equivalent. So that is why when we draw a shape, it will become as a bell shape. That is why it is called as the bell shape. It is called as normal distribution. Why we are calling it as a normal distribution, friend? Because the data from mean side, mean means like here the average C grade is the mean here. Okay, this is the mean concept. So the average data, the data from the right side is very much equivalent to the data from the left side of the mean. If you talk about like from mean, if we talk about average C grade is the mean in the middle. So the number of students who scored B and D and who scored F and A, so the right side data is equivalent to the left side of the data from the mean. So that is why it is creating a bell shape in the graph. So now what are the properties of normal distribution? Friend, the most important properties of normal distribution are the mean, mode and medians are all equal. The curve is symmetrical and the center very much known as bell shape. You see, the bell shape is symmetrical. Symmetrical means that the data which is on the right side, the exact data is on the left side. So that is why it is creating as a bell shape. Then the total area under the curve is 1. Okay, so these are the very basic concepts, very basic properties of normal distribution, friend. First of all, whenever we talk about normal distribution, remember one thing, that we are talking about bell shape of curve. Why bell shape of curve means, friend? That means normal distribution. Normal distribution means the data from the mean is equally distributed from right side and from the left side. how many number of data, how much data is on the right side, similar data like similar number of data is on the left side. Okay, so see from here, if you just see the similar data, like if you see that similar data, same number of data is on the left side and the same number of data is on the right side, that is why it is now become as a bell shape. So friend, that's all of my side. If you like, please share it with your friend and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. Thank you.